Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Mind Body Wellness. I am Anjelika, certified health and life coach, and today I wanted to talk about something that quietly influences almost every area of our lives. And yet for many people, it remains one of the most uncomfortable topics to face. We're going to talk about money. Not money as in numbers, budgets, or rules, but money as a relationship, as something deeply connected to our sense of safety, freedom, and self-worth. For many people, money brings tension, anxiety, or guilt. For others, it becomes a way to cope with stress, to reward themselves, or to feel a sense of control when life feels overwhelming. In this conversation, we are not going to judge habits or label them as good or bad. We're going to look at the psychology behind our financial choices, why we spend the way we do, why budgeting can feel restrictive, and how it's possible to create structure without deprivation. This is about learning how to make healthy, conscious choices with money. So as you listen, I invite you to stay curious, not critical. You don't need to change anything today. You just begin to notice your relationship with money, because awareness is always the first step towards balance. Most money struggles are not financial problems. They are emotional regulation problems. Money and the brain, the missing piece. From psychological perspective, money activates the same brain system involved in the safety, reward, stress relief, self-worth. When someone overspends, it's rarely because they don't understand budgeting. It's because the brain is seeking relief. Under stress, the brain shifts into short-term thinking. What will make me feel better right now? What gives quick comfort or pleasure? Spending triggers dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, which creates temporary relief. This is why overspending often happens during emotional exhaustion, stress, loneliness, feeling unappreciated. Why willpower and strict budgets fail? Willpower depends on a calm nervous system. When stress levels are high, impulse control drops, long-term thinking decreases, emotional decisions increase. This is why strict budgeting often backfires. Psychologically, deprivation creates increased obsession, rebound spending, guilt restriction, binge cycles. The brain doesn't respond well to punishment. It responds to safety and permissions with boundaries. Overspending is often emotional regulation. In psychology, this is called external regulation, using something outside yourself to manage internal discomfort. Examples include food, shopping, scrolling, alcohol, overworking. Spending becomes a way to soothe yourself, feel in control, experience pleasure, momentarily escape emotional discomfort. Understanding this removes shame and allows change. The pause that changes everything. Instead of asking, should I buy this? A more effective question is, what am I trying to feel right now? Common answers: relief, comfort, reward, validation. When the emotional need is identified, the urge often weakens because the brain no longer needs to act impulsively to be heard. Budgeting as psychological safety, not restriction. Healthy budgeting is not about control. It's about predictability and trust. The brain feels safer when money has structure, clear categories, permission for enjoyment. A simple framework: money for stability, money for the future, money for enjoyment. When enjoyment is planned, it no longer feels rebellious or impulsive. Enjoyment without guilt, why it matters. Psychology shows that guilt reduces satisfaction. When spending is followed by shame, pleasure decreases, the brain seeks another reward. The cycle repeats. Intentional enjoyment works differently. Spending is conscious, pleasure is fully experienced, the brain feels complete, not deprived. This often leads to less spending overall, not more. Let's explain the "I deserve this" thought. The phrase "I deserve this" is often misunderstood. It usually signals emotional depletion, burnout, lack of self-care, feeling unseen or undervalued. Spending doesn't fix those needs, awareness does. When emotional needs are met directly, impulsive spending decreases naturally. The real goal: self-trust with money. Financial health is not perfection, it is self-trust. Self-trust develops when mistakes are met with curiosity, not punishment. Spending is reviewed without shame. Patterns are observed calmly. Shame keeps the nervous system activated. Curiosity calms it. A healthy relationship with money includes awareness instead of avoidance, structure instead of restriction, enjoyment instead of guilt, trust instead of control. When the nervous system feels safe, money decisions become calmer. And when decisions are calmer, money stops feeling like a constant struggle. You don't need more discipline, you need more understanding. Money is not the problem. The relationship with safety, pleasure, and self-worth is where the works begin. And that relationship can be changed gently, consciously, and without deprivation. If you're someone who wants to make healthier choices, not just with money, but with relationships, your body, and the way you treat yourself, this channel is for you. Here we talk about real life, not perfection, not pressure, just awareness, psychology, and gentle growth. Subscribe if you want the guidance that feels supportive, calm, and honest. And remind us that you don't need to fix yourself. You need to understand yourself.